English dictation.
Open index page, serial number 4, date 29th August 2020, lesson name The Story of Sindbad the Sailor. Leave left hand side page for correction. On the right hand side, write the date 29th August 2020, lesson number 5, The Story of Sindbad the Sailor. To the left of the margin, leave a line and write number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Lesson 5. The Story of Sindbad the Sailor. First word, adventures. 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 Second word, dangerous. 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 Third word, picnic. 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 Fourth word, extremely. 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 Fifth word, officer. 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 Now, all the 5 words will be repeated one by one slowly. Please check if you have written all the 5 words. Adventures, dangerous, picnic, extremely, officer. Children, we have completed English dictation. Kindly keep your English dictation book aside and be ready for the loud reading of the lesson, The Story of Sindbad the Sailor. Lesson 5, The Story of Sindbad the Sailor. The story of Sindbad and his 7 fantastic voyages appears in the huge collection of stories, the Book of 1001 Nights, or the Arabian Nights. The story tells us that Sindbad was a famous sailor who lived in Baghdad. He was honest, generous, and brave. He had many adventures on each of his voyages. He never lost heart and hope in dangerous situations. He overcame great dangers and returned home safely from each of his voyages. Here's the story of his first voyage.
The first voyage. Sindbad set sail with a company of merchants on a big ship. From time to time, they stopped at various ports. There they sold their merchandise and bought new things to trade. One day, when their ship was sailing smoothly across the sea, they spotted a small island at a distance. They had not seen land for many days and felt both surprised and happy to see the island. They sailed close to the island. The captain of the ship allowed them to go there for a picnic. Everyone was excited. On the island, they strolled around, sang and danced. Some people began to wash clothes. Some lit fires to cook meals.
Soon a breeze sprang up. The fires began to blaze. Suddenly, the land began to shake and move. With a shock, the picnic party realized that the island was not an island at all. They were on the back of a huge sea monster, and it had started moving. People began to scream. They left their pots and pans, their clothes, both washed and unwashed, and rushed back to the ship. The captain ordered his men to set sail immediately in order to move away from the monster. The sea monster plunged deep into the sea. Many of the people managed to climb aboard the ship, but many sank into the sea with the so-called island. Sindbad alone did not drown in the sea, but he could not reach the ship. He saw it sailing far, far away. He was now at the mercy of the waves, being tossed here and there. He clung to a piece of wood and somehow managed to keep afloat. He spent the night alone at sea. When the next day dawned, Sindbad was happy to see that he had floated near an island, a real big island. He could see hills and woods and trees at a distance. Though he was extremely tired, he swam to the shore with all the strength that he could muster. Exhausted and hungry, he lay on the sand for some time. Then again, he made an effort and began to walk inland towards the shady fruit trees that he could see at a distance. Luckily, this was the time when the king of that island sent his horses to the seashore with the grooms. The grooms saw Sindbad and gave him food and drink. Then they took him to the king. The king was impressed by the way Sindbad told him about what had happened. He asked Sindbad to stay with him and work as an officer of the king at the port. Sindbad stayed there for a few days, learning a lot from the king and the people on the island, and in turn telling them about the other cities and ports that he had visited. At the port, Sindbad often made enquiries about any ships coming from or going to Baghdad, but no such ship ever came to that port. Then one day, a ship arrived at the island with a lot of merchandise. Sindbad was at the quay when the cargo from that ship was being unloaded. He was surprised to see that his own name was marked on some of the boxes. Then he went to see the captain of the ship. At first, the captain could not believe that it was the same Sindbad that they had seen drowning in the sea. But when Sindbad spoke to him face to face, he recognized him. He was overjoyed to see Sindbad alive. He gave him back all his merchandise. From the goods that he thus got back, Sindbad presented the most valuable items to the king of the island, saying, "Please accept this, your majesty. You have been very kind and very generous to me." The king was pleased. He too gave Sindbad many valuable gifts. When Sindbad left the island with the merchant ship, children, we have just completed loud reading practice. Now get ready for an oral activity. Imagine what the people might have said on the following occasions. Imagine what the people on the ship might have said when they saw a small island at a distance. Choose the correct answer. "We are so happy to see the island." "We have not seen land for many days." Correct answer. "We are so happy to see the island." Imagine what the people there might have said when the island began to shake and move. Choose the correct answer. "Help! Help! This land is shaking and moving." "Come, let us collect our pots and pans." Correct answer. "Help! Help! This land is shaking and moving." Imagine what some people there might have said when they managed to climb aboard the ship. Choose the correct answer. "Come, let's help others climb to safety." So many sank into the sea. Correct answer. "Come, let's help others climb to safety." Imagine what the grooms might have said when they saw Sindbad on the shore. Choose the correct answer. "Please have some food and drink." "Why did you come here?" Correct answer. "Please have some food and drink." Imagine what the captain of the ship might have said when he recognized Sindbad. Choose the correct answer. Sindbad, I am very happy to see you alive. I am very sad to see you alive. Correct answer. Sindbad, I am very happy to see you alive. Imagine what Sindbad might have said to the king before leaving the island. Choose the correct answer. Your Majesty, you have been very kind and very generous to me. Your Majesty, are you pleased with me? Correct answer. Your Majesty, you have been very kind and very generous to me. Children, we have completed our oral activity and now we will continue English composition. And our second topic for paragraph writing is my favorite animal. Before we start writing a paragraph, let us understand children sometimes love feeding and caring for animals. Dog, cat, fish, rabbit, parrot are even kept as pet animals. We look after them, we take them to the vet if they fall ill, we treat them with affection and call them our friends.
Now, let us answer a few questions orally on the topic My favorite animal. Name the animal you like. Why do you like it? How does it look? What would you like to name it? What does it eat? Where does it live? What does it like to do most of the time? How would you spend time with it? How is it useful? Would you like to have it as your pet animal?
Children, you have just answered a few questions orally on the topic my favorite animal. In your CW book, you will now write a short paragraph on the topic my favorite animal in your own words. Let's write in your English composition notebook. Open to the index page. Serial number 2, date 29th August 2020, topic my favorite animal. On page 4, you will write the date and then draw or paste a picture of your favorite animal. On page 5, you will write the date, write the name of the topic, my favorite animal, and neatly write the paragraph on the same topic. Children, we have completed English composition. Thank you. Have a nice day.